It was cold and damp out in the forest, where a bunch of men sat in a small wooden shack, huddled over a smoky fire. Sodding rain, muttered one of them. I wish to God it would stop. Sodding forest, said another. Spooks me out sometimes. I keep hearing noises. Give me a smoke, someone, will you? I'm clean out, said a third. Here, have a drop of the hard stuff instead. Wordlessly, the young man reached his hand for the bottle, tilted it, and took a deep draught of the raw spirits. That's better, he said. Keeps out the cold. There was a companionable silence as they all gazed into the fire. Suddenly, there was a noise outside. The men jumped to their feet, and the door was thrown open. Hey, boys, said the newcomer as he stamped his feet and shook the rain out of his hair. Is Eduardo here? And if he is, came a voice from a hammock in the corner. Well, if he is, said the newcomer, you can tell him I have a deal for him. So what's your idea of a deal? The newcomer bent over the hammock, whispered into Eduardo's ear, and handed him something. Eduardo straightened up and looked at the shiny revolver. He turned it over, weighed it in his hand, pointed it at his companions, and cocked it. All his life he had enjoyed watching cowboy movies on television. Not for him the baseball cap of the landless laborer. He preferred to wear a sombrero. When he agreed to leave his home state of Espiritu Santo and come into the God-forsaken jungles of the Amazon, he had done it with one very specific purpose in mind. He wanted land, lots of it, land planted with lush pasture, with herds of white cattle dotting the fields. He would be driving a brand new pickup, the envy of the other ranchers, and raising a family of strong sons to work with him. How exactly he was going to get from here, sharing a dilapidated shack in the middle of the forest with a bunch of peons, to there. Swinging gracefully out of his hammock, he palmed the gun and stuck it in his belt. It felt good, as if it belonged there. Reaching into his pocket, he extracted a cigarette, lit it, and inhaled deeply.